Say hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. You all know now I suck at chess.
They actually didn't hear that, so you just
Oh,
outed
great.
yourself.
Thanks. Yeah.
And to get started, I think Tobias has some sponsors for us.
Last Bastion Studios is excited to bring you to the legendary world of Ultraman. They've teamed up with Subaraya Productions for an officially licensed first wave of 3-inch chibi soft vinyl toys. With your help, we can bring this line of awesome heroes, kaijus, and aliens to life. LastBastionStudio.com. And Monument Studios is still running a giant sale over on their website, monumentstudios.net. For example, you can pick up the Fantasy Complete Trilogy, Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 for 50% off through the end of the year. This includes Hollywood-level scores, immersive environments, different scenes, and lots of all of those and more. Head over to Monument Studios for the sale.
Can hear Alvin purring.
You really can hear him purring?
Alvin approved of all of those sponsorships.
Yeah, you really sound like you got some kind of vibration going on there, bud.
Yeah, his name is Alvin. Address him as such.
Sir Alvin. Fox, you have a recap?
Oh, I got something first.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. I got things now, too. So the shout-out we're doing tonight is for Arcane Focus. It's a TTRPG actual play channel made up of 5 friends and a plethora of guest players. They've been creating content for a little over 4 years, exploring systems like D&D, Kids on Bikes, Chiron's Doom, I'm assuming I'm saying that wrong, and many others. You can catch them on their main campaign, which is Trials of Ventir, every Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific on their Twitch and YouTube channel, and their recap show Short Rest the following day. Please support the show with a follow and a like, or give a glance at their TeePublic merch shop, where they've created some subtle D&D streetwear, like their Mage Hand line of shirts. This almost sounds like dice bags. You can also look up Arcane Focus D&D on Start Playing, snag a player seat for the weekly one-shots and mini campaigns that their DM Arcane Mike runs. They also do, I'm adding this one in, they do a monthly show called Above Table, where they will sit down with other DMs and players to talk about TTRPGs and other campaigns. And I actually sat down with Arcane Mike on this past Monday, December 9th, and we had a little interview that lasted about just shy of 45 minutes. It was actually a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. And he says it should be scheduled to release on or around January 22nd. So once that comes up, I will send that link to everyone here, and it'll be fun. And now we can recap.
I got lost in Arcane Focus's Twitch page.
It's the first time I actually did a legit interview. It's the setup was astonishing, and the dude just had flow, and it's just wow, this is really cool. I really enjoyed it.
He raised you up, huh? He raised you up.
Totally.
You get
Sorry,
your
what did I
name
miss?
Swag?
What was that?
You missed Booty's terrible attempts at being Gen Z. That's
Yeah,
what you
it was more Silas Sunbeam.
I heard
Swag.
something about swag. What?
Swag. Did they give you any swag?
No.
Oh,
But I wore the swag.
there you go.
Yeah. They wanted to know if this was like for sale, if it was just like personal stuff. And it's like, it's just personal for now.
did. We're tiny.
I came at the last minute when you were saying something about an interview. What was that?
Yeah.
He did an interview with the shout out that he gave just now.
Oh, he did. Cool.
I did, yes.
It's very cool.
Is that over on their YouTube or something, or?
It'll be up at like end of January.
Sweet.
He's got some editing to do. But yeah, once that goes live, we'll send you guys a link.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch and make fun of Az.
Get in the comments.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna watch and make fun of myself, so
Mad Chuggy, bro.
Okay, let's put a stop to all this. Let's do a little recap. What did we do last week? Well, started with the body dissolving. The body of the greater demon of Snesh that we fought in the previous session. The dagger was stuck in the portal and it was flashing, and a whole bunch of us thought it was going to explode. Close, we managed to nick the dagger. The crystal was like a one-time use, and Caligar took that dagger, casted Identify on it. In our attempts to double-check all of our items, we sort of fell behind a little bit. By us, I mean Cardinal, Zeke, and Caligar. Got caught up in a little earthquake situation as everything literally started to fall apart. But then we found like a little hidden room, which turned out to be a stash of like cult items or cult. How do I say?
offerings and sacrifices.
That's the word. There we go. Offerings and sacrifices, and we put everything in the bag, all of it. And then we got the fuck out of there. Now, as we were going out, we met the leader of this little cult, and he seemed a little bit pissed, so the cleric just cast a little friends on him, asked him to politely show us the way out, and was very lucky. Zeke decided to lie to the remaining cultists and tell them to wait and stay put, as instructions would be, and got them all killed in the imminent collapse. But we made it out, so everything's fine. We decided to do a little rough camping after sending back our new friend into the city to act as if nothing happened. There was a while of us figuring out how to camp with our House of Cards being out of commission for the day. Stuff happened. Trees were chopped, bones were almost broken, twigs were collected. But,
Warlocks were snuggled.
Yeah.
Don't forget the shrubberies. There were shrubberies.
The shrubberies were had. Warlocks were snuggled.
Oh yeah, best snuggler in the group.
Homies all bones. But yes, didn't you chop down a tree by Eldritch blasting it?
I did.
That was a thing that happened. I'm gonna have to check if that's possible and what the rules say on that, but moving on, we managed to call our Uber ship back to pick us up and back. But as we were waiting for our Uber, there was like a dragon that we saw, and I don't know who. I think, was it Caligar, the one that was identifying it, realized it was fucking Malekith, king of the realm or emperor or something, some important guy.
Which king?
Had a dragon.
Which king?
Yeah, which king?
Which king?
Which?
That's
Which one?
I just realized that goes multiple ways, so yes, good job.
Which
There we go.
one?
I never heard of this guy. seemed like he had a big dragon, this ancient dragon or whatever. It all seems cool.
He's
We managed to hide.
overcompensating.
He's
That's
the
what I
king of
said.
what country?
Which king of what country? But yes, we all got our items. We spent a little time with them, getting accustomed. Definitely nothing suspicious going on with these items.
Oh, right. I forgot we
That's where
got
we-
those.
Of all people, how could you forget? You're the one that spent the most time finding out about yours.
True.
Azrael
But I
was
had
so
a lot
excited
going
for
on
yours.
last week. Or this week, I should say.
talk about it. As we were boarding our ship, there was an assassin waiting in line for us because apparently, being elves. It was Hellebron's elf. It was like, Lieutenant Shar of House Furion, you have acquitted yourself, and Hellebron feels you worthy of Kane's blessing and gives him this fancy little bow as a birthday present. Happy belated birthday, Frankie. And now Tobias's worship of Kane is out in the open and rewarded. And we just sort of made our way to Clark Rond. I think that's where we left off. Plans to go to Ulthuan eventually. We'll see if we reach there in one piece. That's all I got.
Cool.
Gotta love that reaction.
Fox is hot miking.
Oh, sorry.
So we were on our way to Clark Harond, right?
Yeah, like you guys had just got onto the ship, and I think you hadn't even really set sail yet when Tobias went below decks to pray to Kane and receive nothing in return.
Oh yeah, that was the, hey God, listen, I know what you want me to do, but I think I can do it my way.
Yep. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, actually. Okay, so is there anything you guys want to do on the ship while you're sailing for, say, about 4 days?
I'm going to start practicing with my long sword of warning. Just building up strength, getting used to it, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And we never divided up the loot. We put it down, but we never divided.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do that off camera.
Yeah, and we didn't.
Just throw all the money into the party loot for now and deal with it off camera.
Okay.
Great idea.
I think Calgar was doing it.
Well, it was, we all needed to talk about it. Calgar only had some of it. I think Fox
Sure.
got it all written down, or Cardinal did.
Yeah, like you guys, the most important thing is you split up the magic items. Those are all allocated, right? So the rest of it really is just money. And
Money's
I don't
all
know,
mine, boys.
I would say you could divide it equally, but apparently y'all are some selfish bitches.
Apparently.
Not that I'm looking at anyone in particular.
Well, the plan was to divide up the money. We were talking about this while I think Hunter was having his talk. Divide up the money and sell everything in Ulthuan. Right.
I'll just put the liquid cash in our party loot, and then we can get to Ulthuan and divide
kinda-
it when we need it.
I kind of do need some money to pay off the blacksmith.
Yeah, we did talk
In
about it
Ulthuan.
briefly afterwards. And then we were told do that off camera. And then we didn't. But yeah, we were going to split it. I vote we make Cardinal do the math. I mean, Ezekiel will gladly
I'm making sure you stay down.
Ezekiel will gladly divide the money evenly to everyone, if you would like.
Sure.
Does that include your
I'm
own?
Queen of England.
I worked for it. Yeah, I get a portion of it. Wait, no, not my money. The money we looted. I'm
No,
broke.
Clark Harond. And on the ship, I'll tell everyone. I think we should see Grandma and get the hell out of here. Let things cool down before we come back to Nagaroth.
Didn't you say... Sorry. Didn't you say that would be a bad idea?
No, I said it would be a bad idea to head back to Harganeth. We should skip the Temple of Murder.
Which city is your grandma in?
Clarkrond.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I have a feeling like we're loose ends in Harganeth, so I think we should skip that and head straight to Clarkrond and then get out of here.
Yeah, after the run-in with Malakath, I'm inclined to agree.
Sorry, just give me 1 second. My D&D Beyond decided it wanted to sign out on me.
Yeah, that's been going around all this past week for me too.
Okay, so you guys are going to Clark-Huron, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and there's nothing else you guys wanted to cover on the ship while you're going? We're just gonna hand wave the 4 days and have at and hope to God the sea gods love you?
Yeah, I don't think I had anything in particular. I know I'm the chaotic one usually. I would like to just regale the Dark Elf sailors with some stories of how amazing I am along the way.
Roll persuasion or performance, your choice.
I watch for anything.
Wait, I need to look at where am I? I think I get advantage on performance now, don't I?
Do you?
From the
Because of that
helmet.
one item.
Then yes.
Advantage on charisma performance checks.
There you go.
All right, attributes. P is for performance. $20.
Okay. Yeah, they are thoroughly engrossed and believe like they're hanging on your every word. It's one of the greatest stories they've ever heard.
Do I get an applause at the end?
Polite applause,
Okay, I'll take it.
which is considerable considering they're dark elves.
I'm gonna go over to Tobias and just be like, "Hey, your people like me."
Yeah, they're just they're just figuring out how to kill you.
I think they like me.
I forgot the soundboard had a golf clap.
Actually, I don't know why I moved that. Okay, so yeah, after about let's say 4.5 days at sea, you guys finally pull into the port. You pull up to the Furian docks, and you are ushered out. And as you're going, the captain says, "I'm done being your fucking taxi. I actually have work to do."
What if your next job is just being our taxi again?
And they murder him.
I've had assurances that it won't be.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
What, being murdered or being a taxi?
There's never an assurance about not being murdered, so taxi.
All right, head down the docks and head to House Furion.
Okay.
Let's get it.
And as you approach, you're about, say, 10 feet away, the door swings open, and there is yet another, I wouldn't say servant, but aide standing there again, just one you haven't met yet. Looks you up and down and goes, I see you've returned.
Yeah, against all odds. We've murdered our way through our enemies.
You know,
And in one piece, which is...
I didn't say in one piece.
Okay, good. So then I didn't lose money.
That was mostly my doing. Thank
So
you.
before I let you guys come in, I need to know who lost what and can you prove it?
Ezekiel lost his dignity, but he never had any to begin with.
I would say that I was the hero of the entire mission, and if it wasn't for my bold actions, we would not have accomplished our goals.
Insight?
Delusional.
He believes it.
I mean, if you want to roll insight on obvious bullshit, go right ahead. Do you wish to deceive? Or persuade? You totally buy it. Yeah.
I do a very fancy bow.
Actually, let's phrase it this way. You totally buy into the fact that Ezekiel believes he was actually the hero of this venture. Whether you believe him to be the hero is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
Okay, but then the aide leads in closer and goes, no, seriously. I have 50 gold riding on this. If some of you lost something, I need to know it. Otherwise, someone's going to die tonight, and it's not going to be me.
We basically got mauled by Hydra and all of its keepers, but somehow, through providence of the gods, didn't lose any body parts.
Haven't we already been back here since then? Or we've talked to them about that since then?
Probably.
Have we?
Yeah, because
Yes.
we came from Karkaran to, or Karan Kar to Clarkaran. They gave us the info on Harganeth, and we went to Harganeth, and then we went to... So they already know about that portion.
Okay.
Bird almost
So-
died in single combat with an old lady.
He did die.
So
He did die.
He was
I
dead.
did die.
Yeah.
The bird died, but
so
he's
there you
okay
go,
now.
50 gold.
You got better.
I don't know if I can... But how do I prove that?
I challenged, what's her name?
LeBron.
Halibron.
I stabbed
Lebron.
Bertrand through the throat. Just kidding. Kidding. Kidding.
You challenged Helibron, and
To
you're
a single combat.
you're standing, but they're saying that you died. How do I prove that you died when you're not dead?
Does he have a scar from where Halibron had her final little throat slit situation? There has to be some feathers loose or something.
I'm missing some feathers. Does that count?
The magic actually healed it fairly well. If there is a scar, it's very difficult to see. I just rolled so badly on that.
Sometimes I'm just too good at my work.
Can I
Yeah.
cut off Tobias's pinky and give it to him and be like, look, a piece?
Hey. The dread helm goes on. No. Bad bard. Bad.
I'm not a bard.
The guy just thinks for a second and goes, well, it's not like I like that cousin anyways.
Remember, if they never find the body, there's never been a crime. Anyways,
I don't think they care here.
No, we
Somebody-
don't. I assume you're here to see the mistress.
Yes, please.
Okay. Leads you in and brings you into the audience hall, which is notably empty. just gestures to a few chairs and says, "By all means, have a seat. She is tied up with other business and will be with you at her convenience."
Bias, do you want me to do the talking?
No, I'll talk. I'll
Just
tell
saying.
Mistress what we did.
You've got all this beautiful glory of mankind right here. I'd be more than happy to run point on this.
Silver tongue, you mean?
Yeah, say that too. Oh yeah, we can
Every
take a
time you
long
speak,
rest.
I suddenly am much more wizened as to why you lost your house and all your wealth.
Making it back slowly but surely.
Hmm.
Which reminds me, there's probably more people to rob around town.
I'm gonna clean myself up from the trip on the boat. Makes myself a little bit more presentable.
Okay.
Hey, Tobias, could you do that to me too, please?
I point at the bird and make a funny face and do it again.
Okay.
What kind of funny face?
I did it on the
He
stream.
did it on the stream.
Oh, I didn't even say it.
Yeah. So you tidy yourself up well enough, and you make the bird look somewhat presentable. Is there anything else you guys are going over while you're sitting and waiting? You just chilling, relaxing.
I'm
Well-
talking to my sword.
For
Sir.
Can I
everything.
get some tea and biscuits?
Is there
What do
anybody?
you
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
Yes.
no, you.
I was gonna say, is there anybody passing through the hallways by us?
Roll perception.
I'm not the greatest at perception, but I still have a +4. And that's a nat 20.
Yeah, like you look at the door was left open probably about like a foot, and you see the constant passage of servants and aides and members of the house, and it's a very lively building because they're running their family like business / empire.
I'd like to flag down one of the servants.
Okay. Which one? As you kind of like poke your head out, there's human looks to be mid to late 40s. That almost seems like he's been treated well. There's a halfling that's closer to his 70s. You can tell, like, just without even looking at him, it's like you can smell him because he's coming from the kitchen, because that's where halflings belong. And then you've also got let's go with another elf.
Probably the halfling from the kitchen.
Okay. Halfling looks up at you, just kind of like a haste. He's very disappointed that he's being stopped. He goes, "Yes, what do you need?"
Food and drink for all of my friends, because I am the great Ezekial von Mildenstein, the hero of this house.
Do I look like a waiter to you?
Yes.
I cook. I don't serve.
Well, you look like you could serve the honored guests of the house.
You're new here, so I'll let this pass, but clearly you don't know how well House Furion respects their cooks, even if we are technically slaves. He kind of like snaps his fingers, and the elf that's about mid-age, so let's say 400 years old, comes running over and goes, yes, and he looks at you and goes, do you require anything?
Food and drinks for me and my friends.
Is there anything in particular that you like?
I like tea. My friends will all have the finest wine that you have.
Wine and tea, yes. Food?
Biscuits go good with tea. And whatever else they want.
Biscuits for the tea. and let's keep it classic. We will go with cheese with the wine." And he just turns and like runs off to the kitchen, and the halfling just sighs and goes. He has no idea where anything is. Turns and follows him into the kitchen.
I'm gonna look at Tobias and I'm gonna say, see, when you party with me, you get all the good stuff.
I'll turn to the rest of the group and say, the plan was to walk out of here, but that was weeks. Can I ask the mistress for like a ride, or at least get us closer to where we want to go? I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, we last
Anything
talked.
that shortens our journey would be great, as long as it's not crazy risky.
My thought was to get, well, a new ship. I think that last guy doesn't like us anymore. To swing us around the Horn and go and drop us off basically where we were left off to begin with, and then get picked up, taken back to Ulthuan. But you guys didn't like ships passing in the middle of the night.
I'd say
Could cause
keep them,
trouble.
Like, we have one of them drops off at dawn, and the other one pick us off in the evening. Give it a couple hours in between, should be good enough. Or the next day also works. We just don't want them fighting on the sea, essentially.
Yeah.
And stranding us.
My number one concern is just that the minute we leave, that ship is now a dark elf ship in an area where there's a high elf ship, and we get caught in the middle of an international incident. But the chance to further my name with more combat on the high seas, Ezekial the Privateer has a nice ring to it.
If you're deaf, maybe. Shall I send a message to the people in Ulthuan to negotiate what the hell we want to do?
Not till we're closer and know how. Have an idea of when we're going to be there.
Okay.
So is the plan we're walking back to the spot we landed at, or
Hopefully, Grandmama here can give us a drop off.
After about this whole conversation, say about 10 minutes, the servant elf comes running in. He has finely crafted pewter platter. It's got the various goblets of wine with a bottle on it, tea with a fresh pot, and various cheeses, and a couple biscuits for the tea drinker.
Can I inspect my tea for poison?
Sure. Roll.
I have no clue what I'd be looking for, but I'm still gonna sniff it,
so what, you
give it the old
just
sniff
gonna,
test.
pick it up and just go like,
Roll medicine.
well, my tongue.
Oh boy.
He just dips his pinky and be like,
It's another natural 20.
You pull off the lid and you immediately recognize the aroma as being purely composed of rose petals.
Oh, I love rose tea. Out of character, I love rose petal tea. So Ezekiel's gonna sit back and just enjoy it.
Take some of the wine and just enjoy it.
I kick my feet out a little bit. I'm clearly lounging. I'm just now this is the good life.
Tobias, the first sip you take, you recognize immediately this is top shelf. There's the top shelf stuff that you got when you were in Marienburg, and this far outclasses it. Because, as was said, you are honored guests of the house. Okay, so you guys are in.
Where's that 1,000 platinum bottle of wine? Oh, I gave it to the guests.
That one is in Nagaron's in Malekith's personal stores. Yeah, so you guys are in the audience room, and like you're just kicking it, relaxing, taking it easy. I'm gonna ask this, since it apparently makes a difference now. Ezekiel, how generous are you feeling?
How generous am I feeling?
Yes. Because every day you were on that ship was you finished with a long rest, and every day you got an inspiration that you could then pass off to your party if you so choose to do so.
Oh yeah,
You don't
100%.
have to.
100%.
Yeah, because
It
I
is.
still have an inspiration.
Yeah, so
I don't.
I just gave you all inspiration.
Yeah.
You're all good. So yeah, now apparently humans are really cool and they just dish out inspiration on long journeys. That's fantastic. Okay, so yeah, you guys are in the audience chamber, enjoying the wines and cheeses. And you're there for probably about 2 hours before the matron walks in, kind of in a bit of a huff, like she's in a bit of a hurry. She just stalks past you without saying a word, turns, sits down on her throne, runs a hand through her hair to kind of like brush it back, and goes, "Okay, so you are not dead. That's always good to see. Were you successful?"
Yes. That trip was actually much more successful. We have destroyed the portal to Slanesh's realm. We've set back Slanesh in the sorceress's training university. And I think we need to get the hell out of Dodge now.
Did you cross paths with Marathi while you were there?
No. It was a hidden door in the basement. We pretty sure the basement area collapsed. We don't think the whole entire building collapsed. And then as we were leaving, we saw someone very important, someone very shiny in big armor on a giant dragon, looking very angry, flying past.
Kingly, you might say.
Oh, you saw Malekith riding Seraphon.
Probably.
Like
yeah.
he was leaving Harganeth and returning to Nagarond.
He does that every now and then. I'm curious how you saw him as angrier than he usually is, because if you spend any time in his presence, you know he's always fully encased in armor with a solid gold mask over his face, so you can't see his facial features.
We assumed he was angry. From talking to Helebron and talking to others, he would at least facetiously be angry at any slight against his mother.
Well, the DM didn't describe that he was wearing a mask on the natural 20 perception.
No, I said Calgar knows exactly who it is, and I was kind of assuming that he knows that Malekith is fully encased in armor, because Malekith's history is that he was burned to a fucking crisp.
Ooh, is
Some
that what
people
it
don't
was?
remember that.
Yep.
He got marshmallowed. Nice.
Yeah, so like I'm pretty sure one of the descriptions early on I gave is that him at being the son of an Aryan, he tried to claim the throne, and part of the ritual for claiming the throne is he had to pass through the fires of Asuran to do it. And his father was protected by the blessing of Asuran, and Malekith was not. And he was pulled screaming from the flames, and is like 80% of his body is covered in like 3rd-degree burns. And then since then, all of the Phoenix Kings have used magic to pacify the flames because they're little bitches. Sorry, when I played Warhammer, I played as a Dark Elf, and it's the only army I ever felt like true rage against the High Elves. Fuck the High Elves.
I sense
So-
DM bias here.
So this whole journey through Nagaroth has been a pleasure for me. I love this shit.
So,
We couldn't tell.
so we were told
Soon you
He-
might be able to see it on screen.
behind closed doors he would be pleased that Slanesh was taken down a couple notches, but in the open he wouldn't tolerate any slight against his mother. So
No, not quite.
well, this is
he-
what I'm relaying to.
Yeah, and then she's
Okay.
responding. Like she's
Oh,
got a
okay.
better understanding of like their politics than you do. In the open, would actually be very pleased that Slanesh was brought down, and lessen the power because he has proclaimed himself as the chosen of Cain. Realistically, unless you try to kill Marathi, which I assume you didn't.
Didn't even see her.
Okay, then you have nothing to worry about from Malekith. I'm sure he doesn't even know you exist.
That's good and sad.
No, it's very good. Mostly great. Just how I like it.
To put it in context, our house, while prominent in its shipbuilding and trade across the seas, barely registers in his court. So he knows we exist. Beyond that, I'm more than happy to stay out of his gaze, because then if you draw his ire or his blessing, that makes you a target from other houses that want what you have. Maybe someday, when we become lords of Clarkeron, maybe, but that is not going to be today.
Well, we still have to go and save the world from the other three chaos gods. But is there anything I can do to help our house while I'm across the sea?
If you continue with what you're doing, and word makes it back to us that you are successful at various stages or successful in its entirety, while we have no love for the human empire, we still do live in this world, and if Chaos is trying to raise an NeverChosen, something we would probably like to see not happen. And if word gets back to Malekith that it was one of ours
Okay.
that brought an end to the NeverChosen, I'm sure that would ingratiate us to him.
That I can do.
So, where's your next port of call? Because I assume you are leaving our shores, and for the most of you, I think you're going to be glad to see our shores behind you.
You don't say.
I've
We've
rather
got
enjoyed
to-
my stay here.
We've got to head back to Ulthuan, because they were sending out spies to try and find more information on where the other chaos gods had their portals and where we could go from there.
She just kind of laughs and goes, those spies are already dead. Ah.
Probably, but Ulthuan's in between here and there anyway, so.
That is true. And how do you plan to get there?
That was the question.
That is the question, isn't it?
We kind of got dropped off here and marched our way to Clarkeron, but that was weeks. And I'd rather get on to defeating the Chaos Lords sooner rather than later. So I was going to ask you for help again. In a way you would know best to get to Ulthuan quicker. Our idea was to basically sail around the Horn, get dropped off where we were dropped off initially, and then call for a pickup again. But if you have ideas,
when you mentioned sailing, she like just bursts out laughing and goes, "You want to sail to the coast? You were complaining about walking for weeks. If
Maybe
you're
avoiding
if I'm just
transport.
if I'm picturing the map of of Nagaroth, where I would assume you came in, if you were to sail that, it's about 6,000 kilometers. So you're taking weeks to get there.
okay.
Now, I might have a way to shorten your journey. Have you ever been teleported before?
No.
Now,
I have. It feels
The dwarf
weird.
will look very uncomfortable at this moment.
now, the sorceress that we have serving us, she came cheap, unfortunately. She's not very skilled. I believe she can teleport you maybe halfway to the coast.
That's what you
That
love
would
to.
work.
That's what you love to hear. She came cheap.
I'm walking. I will not be a dwarf in a tree.
I mean, it would shorten the journey by a lot.
Yes,
I am
your journey
fully
will
on
be
board.
shortened permanently.
Not with me there. I'll be fine. Always wanted to be portaled.
She's
When your skull is
her
in a tree,
her
I
her
will not
lack
tell you
of
to put yourself.
her lack of skill does not translate into an added risk of being teleported into a stone or into a tree. That risk is always there. Her lack of skill is just distance. Unless she's teleporting you to a circle that she knows, you'll be within about 100 kilometers of roughly where she's trying to place you.
Take it.
I'll take the odds.
Yeah, sounds great.
The
Okay.
dwarf returns still looking very uncomfortable at the moment.
I just pat his shoulder.
I take a very big, hearty swig of my tankard.
You must love the dwarves. Answer everything with alcoholism. And he doesn't deny it. Okay, well, you just arrived. You're more than welcome to stay and recover from your journey, or if you want, we can have you leave right away.
Well, we're gonna have at least a week's worth of traveling. So I say we just go, unless you guys had something you needed to do.
I
Or
would
we
like to buy an item.
What would you like to buy?
Explorer's pack.
Okay.
It's in compendiums,
Can I
right?
ask if she has any potions of healing on her, just so we can top up our stock? We only have 2 right now.
So when you ask, she like thinks for a second, snaps her fingers. An aide comes over, and they like lean down to whisper in her ear, and she's nodding for a bit, and she goes, "I can spare not much, unfortunately. We had a fire recently that really put a crimp into our wares. I have 4 regular healing potions I can give you."
I'll take it. I'll just take 2. 2 are good.
I'll bow and say thank you.
Do I find an explorer pack?
If you get the
We,
potions
we
for
can
free-
add it in later.
Okay.
Just do it on like D&D Beyond.
Is she giving us the potions free of charge?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude, your grandmother's awesome.
That's what you say now.
She was giving me free healings.
Miss Morathi, I know you don't take too
She's
kindly.
not Morathi.
Wait, what's her? No, what's your
Latila.
Mortila?
Latila.
Latila. Why
That's
did
one way to
I
die.
want to put more in
Miscall
front of
someone.
everything? Miss Latila,
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't
Ezekial was the
take
first to die.
kindly to humans, but should you ever need anything from the Empire, don't be afraid to call on me. Ezekial von Mildenstein. You've shown me more than enough hospitality, considering your race's beliefs.
Here's the funny thing. I know of your family. And I know you have nothing to offer me.
Yeah, but soon.
Yeah, that might be the case. And if that ever happens, feel free to send word. If it happens before your short, insignificant life ends.
Why do you know of his family?
Because we have spies throughout the Empire.
Do you know anything?
When a family has such a meteoric fall from grace, you don't need spies for that.
I do a giant bow. Yours truly can accomplish amazing things, including ruining my entire family reputation. But since you brought up your spies in the Empire, do you have anything on the Fairchild family or anyone named Archibald?
Let's see. What type of information would you be looking for?
Anything I could use to put the screws to him, so to speak. I know he's been peddling warpstone, but we kind of dealt with that in a way.
We know of the name. Beyond that, the information we have points to him to being just a merchant in the Empire. Not really a concern. It's not one we've dealt with. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to discuss or do before you get bamfed, hopefully where you're supposed to go?
Nope, I'm good.
I want to go free
were
some
we saying-
slaves.
Grandma's number.
I'm kidding.
Were we saying we're selling the stuff here, or are we just holding on to it,
We're
or
Holding it on.
Both
We're
one.
selling it
holding on
in
to it?
Old
Okay.
One.
Yeah, I just want to double check.
I did the math
Okay.
for it all too, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, and I think that list may have missed one or two things. I think Cardinal had the full list.
Don't worry.
But just to double check on that.
So DM,
Mm-hmm.
I don't suppose I could roll the D100 for that probability of making it there.
Why do you want to roll it?
It's fun.
You're gonna just take that away from me?
Yes.
No.
Darn.
Nice try though. Okay, so you guys are all ready to go, and you're led out of the audience room. Twist through a few hallways before you're led down a steep spiral staircase that goes. Calgary, you're able to recognize like you're going down about 150, 200 feet underground. And you come out into this cavern that was definitely not natural. But whether it was carved out by hand or by magic, you're not really able to discern.
As we go down, I'm going to put on the Gem of Seeing monocle. Just for funsies.
Okay. Yeah, you see rocks. And yeah, so you're brought into the center of the chamber. There's a arcane glyph in a decently probably about like a 15-foot radius circle. Just various arcane glyphs are etched into the stone, and kind of off to the side, the sorceress steps out from the shadows and looks at the group of you and says, "So you were going to the coast? Okay.
Yes. You
This
were going to. Let me see if I can bring it up. It's okay.
The Black Forest between Val's Anvil, or east of Val's Anvil along the coast.
Yes.
Okay. I believe I know the river that crosses through there. I might be able to get you close to that. So, step into the teleportation circle and let's roll the dice.
Are you sure you don't want to bring a horse cart?
Sure you don't want to what?
Bring a horse.
The horses ran away, didn't they?
Pretty sure, yeah, they ran off.
They're probably dead.
Eaten.
I mean, come on,
Um,
there's only Hydras, Charybdis, Manticores, dragons.
What they fucking deserve is what it is.
I mean, you guys don't have a great track record of horses.
Okay, let's see what happens.
What was the number? Maybe I could give you my inspiration die to reroll it. If it was bad.
That's not how inspiration works.
I cast silvery barbs.
Oh,
Not a D20. So you're all standing in the middle of this teleportation circle, and her hands start swirling. The magic's like crackling from her hands. Her eyes go from like clear blue to a shimmering purple that flashes of pink in there every now and then. And she starts chanting, and the chanting increases in intensity. And as you're watching, you can feel the magic swirling around your feet, starting to move up your body. And then you notice a very distinct look of panic in her eyes. And she dives behind an outcropping of rock as she loses control.
Oh no.
I have to ask, is it because I'm a dwarf?
No, it's because she's cheap. You all take 22 force damage.
My
I knew it!
my temporary
sure
hit
I could have not
points.
given you my inspiration die to reroll that.
I'm sure.
Why do I have to? What am I maintaining concentration on?
I have no idea.
You tell me.
Just as we're getting
Oh.
teleported and we see her dive for cover, Caligar's just gonna yell, "I knew it!" And then we get teleported.
I don't think we get teleported because it's the psychic backlash.
I'm gonna hit my knees and second wind immediately.
Does by the way, does anybody want that vicious dagger? Did anybody take it?
I had some funny plans for it, but nothing in particular.
This is how the DM TPKs us.
And this is how we lost Ezekial.
Ye of little faith.
I had temporary hit points still, so haha.
They go away after 24 hours.
Do they?
Yeah.
What were the hit points from?
from the Misty Step.
Oh,
Yeah, they go away.
Okay, I'm still feeling okay though.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect 22 damage to really like put you guys off.
it hurts. It's like over a third of my health.
It tickled.
Okay, so yeah, she dives for cover. There is a discernible like boom that you feel in your chest as the force energy rocks you, and as that wave of power like crashes through your bodies, you feel like your soul is ripped through your back, and you're just hurled through existence. Um, the spell does go off. You are teleported, and in an instant, the perspective you have is you're seemingly like you're launched straight up. You're watching the city just in a fraction of a second disappears beneath you. You're hurtling through the clouds. You're watching trees far beneath you just flashing by, and within a matter of moments, you descend, and right before, from your perspective, you would hit the ground, you feel the bitter cold of the outside air as you are deposited and thrown with enough force that you roll several times across the ground as you pretty much wind up in a pile of snow. Which thankfully was soft enough to absorb the impact, so no more damage from you guys.
Do we look around and see the river or anything?
I would like
fine.
to roll. I would like to roll if I'm stuck upside down in the snow, because if it's deep enough to cushion our fall, it's definitely deep enough to hide me.
Roll a d20. Actually, you know what? Let's go d100. Let's really get granular with it.
59. What's that?
You're like you landed. The way you landed was evenly distributing the weight, so like you sunk in maybe a few inches more than everyone else, but the snow was densely enough packed that you don't sink in too far.
Okay.
I probably disappeared.
So you get up, you're looking around. You're in the forest. There's snow on the ground. The trees look familiar. And there is a river. But it is not the river that you followed on your way up.
Can I
So-
pull out a map and guesstimate our location?
So the black forests were named black because the trees were black, right?
Yeah, like black or a dark enough green that they seem almost black.
So same trees, but like somewhere we weren't expecting in the forest.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So, Cardinal, you're going to pull out a map?
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to
Um,
guesstimate where we are.
Where do you, like, are you just going to guess? Or do you want to, like, take a look at your surroundings and try and, like, get an idea? Okay, that one? Okay.
Get that.
Roll a perception for me.
Okay. $21?
Okay, so when you came in, there were like gentle rolling hills. Like it was nothing really major. Looking around, you're able to see that the hills are significantly like you get up to the top of the hill and you see that they're almost mountains. Like they're significantly larger, steeper, and it's if you were placed on the map, you would think that you were somewhere to the northeast of where you were trying to go. Because where she was aiming for was roughly about here.
We ended up closer to the mountain range up there, huh? Not so bad. I say we start walking towards the sea. And then
East or south?
this way.
Southeast? Cause where do we come in from? Like down
We
here
just
somewhere?
need them to pick us around the coast. Doesn't have to be the exact same spot.
Yeah, but how are we going to relay that to them?
I have sending.
Okay. Yeah, but how are they going to find us there? That's what I'm saying.
We find a landmark big enough. Tell.
Okay.
We send
Rather than
Bertrand up
going-
with a torch.
We head east and just get to the coast. We can start walking south until, we see something. Because that's getting us closer, but
Let's
at least
go.
get eyes on the ocean.
Since we're walking today anyways, I'm just gonna send a sending to the big guy, the main priest, what's his name, that we were talking to that sent us on the mission in the first place. Can I just tell him that we're on our way back to Ulthuan? So maybe figure out a ship situation and we contact him again.
Okay. So yeah, you send a message to him. The response you get back is, "We will find you. We will ensure you are able to return to Ulthuan." I would like to say safely, but there's no guarantee of that.
Good old lore master Karanath?
Karanath?
Yeah, that one.
Karanath.
Yep.
Your attempt is all we ask for.
Okay, so you guys are. Did you say you were heading east or following the river?
I mean,
Well,
I assume
we're-
the river flows to the sea, right? So
We're on
Stick
one of
close.
these two.
Oh, we're
rivers,
on
right?
a river. I'm
Yeah, she was
I
trying to
should
get
listen.
you onto a river. So you were on a river.
Yeah, follow the river. Follow the yellow brick road.
Okay. It's funny that I asked that because the river flows east.
yeah, because the river flows to the sea, people.
So your assumption that you were down here is very incorrect. You are actually here.
I knew it. Not demure.
Next to
Not very mindful.
Well,
the
she did
monoliths.
something, I guess.
She did something.
Well, instead of being like the several weeks to get to the coast, you're only 300 kilometers away. If you're doing 30 kilometers, no, it's more than that. 40 kilometers. If you're doing 40 kilometers a day, it's taking you like about a week to get there.
Just remember, they got her on a Black Friday sale.
Not everything on Temu is as you wish.
Okay, so while you guys are walking, I want you to all roll perception for me.
Excuse you, sir. Perception.
Okay, so your first 3 days of the journey, they pass in relative simplicity. Nothing's really going on. So you all get your long rest. You can take that damage back.
I will pass my extra inspiration off to everybody. Still has their inspiration. Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't used it yet.
That's unfortunate.
Okay, you're all rested. Anyone not rest. Bertrand, you gonna rest?
I
I had a
rested
question.
last city.
Yeah, but we took 22 damage.
I know I healed it.
Oh, okay. I guess that works too.
I had a question.
I have an answer.
As I was looking through the loot, we got this one tome of ecstatic insight. I don't think we ever figured out what it was. Could I like?
You know it's not magical.
Can
Yeah,
I open the book and see what it says?
Didn't we already figure out what it was? And it was a naughty book about certain positions.
Oh,
and
right.
things?
Yes.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Okay.
I mean, if
Yes.
you want to peruse, I'm not going to stop
No,
you. But
I'm-
I wanted to check what it was.
Yeah,
That
the
was
the first part of the book, like if you're just flipping through pages, they are graphic in nature and description. The further you go on, you do recognize that the lettering starts to change from common to the same type of writing that was on the scroll that got you into this position in the first place.
demonic. I'm sure the Ulthuanists will love this.
Okay, I'm gonna get you guys to roll another perception check.
By the way, the for the new House of Cards, it's now 2 floors, and there's 3 rooms up top, and one of the rooms is mine.
Look at you be
And there's no longer a horse stable on the first floor as well.
Oh no.
Horse.
Okay.
Okay. So, second leg of the journey, as you guys are traveling, for the most part, you're all more focused on just getting through the bitter cold. Tobias, because it has like such that feel for home, you're almost admiring the beauty of the bleakness of the trees. And there's at one point you thought you heard what sounded like something flying, or a shadow caught your eyes off in the distance, but you weren't quite sure what it was.
Large sort of creature, or
From the distance, it was too far to really make out what it was. It was just a brief passing through like a narrow opening of the trees. You saw a black shape flit by at distance.
all right, I'll tell everyone else. There's something flying out there, either a bird or something very large or dangerous. We just need to be careful in this bright, shiny house.
And then we'll go on to the next leg of the journey. Roll a perception again.
Now, are we being tracked as we're moving through the woods? Can I tell?
You can't tell.
Can I get above a fucking 10?
You have inspiration.
I will use that inspiration.
Nope. Okay, so then as you guys are moving on, you don't catch any more sights of the creature that you saw in that glimpse. So you're starting to think that you're pretty much clear. Just for shits and giggles, though, let's do one more.
Highest are 16 and 21.
Are we
Tobias with the good
missing
perception.
someone? Did someone not roll?
No, we all rolled. 5 of us.
16,
Okay.
10, 6, 21, 10.
Okay, I'm not just seeing the 6. That's it. Okay. So it's about noon on your 5th day of travel. Tobias and Cardinal, almost at the same time as you step past like a break in the trees, you notice there is a black dragon that's flying through the sky just on its own. But from the angle you're at, and it's kind of it's almost like it's trying to hide itself against the sun. But it's flying in the same direction that you're traveling.
Is this the same dragon we saw before? Is this Malekith's dragon, or is this a separate dragon?
I doubt it's Malekith's.
It was fucking ancient. It would be huge.
Yeah.
The
Hard
angle that it's at,
still.
with the glare from the sun, you can't actually make like accurately discern its size or its distance.
We could send the bird up. He could get a better look.
Yes, the bait
for it,
can go
Birdie.
up and look.
No.
I can go up and look if you want.
As a valiant
How about-
knight of Bretonia, I think you should
How about-
undertake this mission.
How about we stealth for a second? It's gonna come looking. Then maybe one of us can catch a better glimpse at it.
Sounds good to me.
I guess pass without a trace.
Okay.
Someone quiet, go grab a look. Tobias, probably.
First, I'll get you guys to all roll stealth.
Will I cast it to spare?
Did you target everyone?
Just
Yeah,
add plus
just add
10.
the plus 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do it manually. I mean, it does make sense for the owl to be quiet.
Okay, so yeah, you cast the spell. You got your stealth checks in there. So what are you guys intending to do while you stealth?
I bury myself in the snow.
I basically just wanted, if it loses sight for us for a second, it won't like try and come around and look a little bit to try and catch our scent. Somebody can at least get a better look at it. See what the fuck is up.
I'll gladly
Is it
try to get a
highways?
better look at it.
I'll fly to
Somebody-
the top of a tree, but it's not peeking above the tree, but still in the branches, and look at the dragon.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
basically gonna fall backwards and like make like a snow angel, but bury myself with it, and then just leave a slit for my eyes.
Okay. So Zeke and Bertrand, you both said that you're going to look at the dragon. Calgar, first roll. Let's go with a performance to see how well you are burying yourself.
Performance. Oh, this shall be amazing. You sure you don't want to take a different roll?
No, we're gonna do this. This will be fun.
Oh, it's back.
I mean,
I
I'm
have
not.
a
I'm not
minus-
making this hard. It's you're in your mind. You're picturing like you've seen dwarven children on the side of a mountain making these elegant snow angels, effectively. You just flop yourself back, and the weight of your armor sinks you a foot into the snow. So now, because you're covered in snow, I would also like you to make a Constitution save.
Constitution. Okay.
I did not bring lesser restoration. I'm
18?
not healing your colds.
So the first few minutes that you're within the snow, you start shivering because you're buried in snow. But after say maybe 5 minutes, those chills start to go away as you realize the snow is actually helping to insulate your body. Science, people.
Yeah.
That's why igloos work.
Yep. Let's get a perception from Bertrand and Ezekiel.
Ooh, nice.
Finally.
You rolled the same number. Okay. Okay. So, Birch and you fly up to the top of the tree. And Zeke, you're kind of just like more or less walking straight towards the dragon. And you both kind of notice like it's almost like it's searching for something. And it flies in the direction that you were traveling for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and you can see the head sweeping back and forth, and then it pivots towards you and starts flying back in the direction it came. And it goes that way for 15 minutes. You can visibly see it shake its head, turns back around, and then moves closer to you again.
I like to hide in the tree.
Okay, you believe you are hidden in the tree.
Like to keep walking closer and try to get a better look.
So you're walking closer for that better look, and say after 50, 60 feet, you break cover from the trees into a clearing.
Oops.
Okay. I will walk to the center of the clearing, put my arms out, and scream at the dragon. You've been looking for Ezekiel, and here he is.
The dragon... it takes a little bit for the sound to get to the dragon, but you see, after a moment, the head snaps in your direction, and it turns and just flies directly towards you.
I'm gonna move to the edge of the clearing stealthily, but because he's just wandering off, and I don't see this. I don't think I see this yet.
My danger sense is
How
going
big
off.
is the clearing?
How big is this dragon as it gets closer?
The closer it gets, you're starting to realize it's not terribly big. You figure it's somewhere between an adolescent and an adult.
Because I figure Ezekiel's probably 100 feet from us, at least.
Does it look hungry?
Well, it's making a beeline for Ezekiel. As it's getting closer, you hear the dragon roar, and somewhere in that roar, you hear a word. It sounds like it's calling a name. You hear Nosar. It just bellows and echoes. And you then hear an answering roar from the complete opposite direction. And there is a second dragon, the exact same blackness, moving at the same speed, straight for the clearing.
Can I
The dwarf is
yell
staying
in?
buried.
Can I yell in Draconic? Be you friend or foe?
They don't answer.
I will pull my sword out and just kind of plant it in the ground in front of me and rest right in the center of the clearing, waiting to see what happens.
If I get to the edge of the clearing, can I?
Have you ever seen a bird swoop down and pick up a fish out of the water? That might be happening.
Is this one of the dragons we saw in Ulthuan? One of the elvish dragons?
They don't typically have black.
Yeah, the ones you saw in Alt-1 were like... They'll be like blues and whites and like a mixture of colors. These ones are like jet black. So more they're very similar to the one you saw Malekith riding, just significantly younger. And I just
I
realized
feel
something.
panic coming on.
Alright. So
Stay nearby.
I
Ezekiel.
assume we heard the dragons roar, right? It like even from the distance between us and Ezekiel.
Oh yeah, no, you all know they're coming.
Okay. Would it be possible for me to like go for a tunnel my way towards Ezekiel through the snow? Just like
Oh, how about this? So when Ezekiel went to the middle of the clearing, he just kind of like hopped along these stones to get in the middle there. Just sets himself up perfectly on a platter. You guys were all basically in the woods to the west there. So arrange yourselves how you see fit.
I think
Just
I
at the
would
edge of the
be-
woods.
I'd be over here, still trying to keep hidden in the shade underneath the snow.
What was the name the one dragon called out?
Nozar.
Nosar.
No, son. There's the bird. Oh,
Did the other one answer with a name?
No.
It roared.
It just
but
roared?
then it just came
Okay.
straightforward.
Perfect.
Alright, yeah. I'm going to keep hidden right under here, and I'm just like go for a tunnel, peeking out with just my eyeballs. The rest of me is covered in snow. Watching
I'm
Ezekiel.
hiding behind that rock, but I still have Pass Without a Trace up. Oh, he's gonna die.
I'm gonna take out my oath bow and just be ready.
Okay.
I have an arrow on the string, but not knocked yet. How close are they getting?
They're they're flying swiftly. And the first one drops and lands on this rock here.
Ooh, that's a dragon.
So yeah, it drops to the top of the rock, and now that you're closer, you're able to see it's still relatively young, but there's also a glint in its eye of maybe it hasn't eaten for quite some time, and just looks down at Ezekiel and goes, "Tell me, little one, what are you doing out here in the woods all alone?"
In Draconic or Common?
Recognizing him as human, he's going common.
I will respond in Draconic as a sign of bold friendship.
Be funny if the dragon doesn't know Draconic.
I am traveling to the coast. It's a nice forest here, and plan to get on out of here, see more of the world.
Kind of like sits back on his haunches, and you hear a chuckle, and it looks above you and goes, "And what do you think of this, sister?" As the other one lands behind you. And just like, I don't have much experience with humans, but I know they don't travel alone. So if anything, that means there's more of them.
Are they making move? Are they going to attack, or looking like they're going to attack Ezekiel?
Roll perception.
You mean,
I think at this
inside?
point they're just cats playing with their food. They're not on the launch yet, but
Like they're slowly like prowling closer. It's obvious this is not going to be ending well.
All right, I'm going to say into the longbow, I bring the Wrath of Cain to the top one, and I'm going to draw on fire.
Damn, I thought I was going to make some dragon friends, guys. I was
you
sure
can
of
make
it.
friends with them. They'll make friends with all of your inside and squishy bits.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
I was getting ready to just like bamf you out of there.
Wait, do I have advantage on the initiative for some reason?
Yes.
You have the longsword of warning.
How do I roll initiative again?
Fortune favors the bold.
If you go to that little bar on the top left, where you select your token, under utility, initiative should be an option.
Or just roll a d20 plus 4. And if you get higher, then I'll move you up.
$19.
Roll it again.
No? You already
No,
rolled once.
that's the second time. Yeah.
He gets advantage.
He rolled twice.
That's the second one.
Oh.
Now, do I get my shot off after saying that, or are we going right into initiative?
No, because they're not surprised. They knew you were coming.
Did they see past at 34?
They were expecting a fight because one of your party was standing out in the middle of an island saying, fucking bring it.
He was saying I want to be friends, but same difference.
They're not surprised.
Let's be friends. I just wanna be friends.
That's unfortunate.
So yeah, it jumps down. And it's gonna go to town on the little dude right in front of him.
Bye, Ezekiel.
It's not goodbye yet.
So it's gonna do 3 attacks.
You still paused?
No, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about. So the first one hits.
So after taking the damage from the first attack, I will use my reaction.
Okay. You're taking 25 damage.
Oh shit!
It's 19 piercing, 6 poison.
Oof. Okay, where is my Misty Escape? Oops. And I'm going to do a... Well, I can't do that one. I'm going to do a... Dreadful Step. So I need that dragon to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. I don't see it on my thing here.
It fails.
Okay, so it takes 2d10 psychic damage.
Okay.
And then I will... I need my Misty Step. I will pop... I'll do one of these cool moves where I go... Ba-bam! And in Draconic, I will say, that's not very nice. I just wanted to be friends.
So you're still in range of it?
I only have 30 feet of Misty Step.
You can't get that far away.
I like how you went farther away from everybody.
Yeah. I'm drawn fire. Well, except... Wait, did I need to make a... You said it was poison damage. Is there any save associated with any of that?
No, it's just taking poison damage.
Okay, cool.
The funny thing is, with how they word attacks and movement and all that stuff now, you can't separate attacks anymore.
For everyone or just the
Why?
dragons?
That's dumb.
Because you split up your turn as move, action, bonus action. So when you take the attack action, that's the way they changed it. At least that's the way I read it.
Words
I know.
have been had.
I know.
It's even broken.
Anyways, so it just kind of like, it can't quite fit on there, so it's starting to climb the rock towards you, and it's just like salivating this ropes of like greenish black saliva.
Gotcha.
Zeke.
Okay. I am completely unprepared for my turn. Is a dragon a beast?
I don't know what it's
It
called.
is a dragon.
Dragons have their own category. You
Okay.
could always roll a nature check.
No, it's fine. Which one is the one that said no SAR?
The one in front of you.
The one in front of you.
This one said it, so this one is no SAR.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the sister. No sorry.
Cool.
We don't know the other one's name.
Cool. Well, actually, that doesn't really matter. Oh, shit. I am going to cast... Banishment?
Okay. Natural 20 for 25.
That is very unfortunate for me. That is very unfortunate for me. Yeah, so fun fact, that's all I can do. So help.
All right, I'm going.
Teleported farther away.
All right, I'm gonna say about the male baby dragon. I bring the wrath of Cain, and I take out my oath bow and I start shooting.
Okay.
So first shot. You gonna do anything else? No. Advantage. Ooh, fuck.
That one missed.
Missed. What the fuck?
That one missed.
First time using the bow. It's working the kinks out.
I want to see how well it works, so come on, man. Fucking hit.
I'm gonna action surge.
Come on, buddy.
I'm gonna shoot again.
Come on. I did it once. I missed 4 shots in a row. You can do it too, buddy. I believe in you.
Oh.
No, that one hits.
Though there's the damage.
So you're getting an extra 3d6 on top of that. Okay, takes 22.
And then it takes an extra 3 on top of that because of Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
And I'm going to put on the grasping arrow on that. So he takes an extra 8. Oh, he's probably immune to poison though, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, well, and if he moves, he's gonna take 2d6 slashing damage. And then I'm going to take my last shot.
That hits.
$16 plus another 3. Should be adding it on, but it's not. We'll figure that out. And then, from what you said, I'm not allowed to move, right? Or can I move now?
No, you can. It's just you have to do your attacks at the same time.
Okay.
Right. Now, with like action surge, because it gives you another action, you could do those 2 attacks, move, action surge, do those 2 attacks, move, whatever.
Got it. Okay, and then I am going to back up into the trees a little bit.
Okay.
So the aim on the oath bow for the first 2 shots was a little weird, but I figured it out and got 2 right into the back of the that black dragon, and that's the end of my turn.
And when the second shot actually hits, like, and now you've got its attention. The head swirls around and it's like now snarling in your direction. Bertrand, what you got?
I cast protection from poison upon myself.
Okay.
Which gives me resistant to poison damage. Hey, beastie! Do you want some chicken?
Taunting the other dragon.
No, sir.
Okay.
I do find it funny the owl is referring to itself as a chicken.
I mean, I would have figured an owl would see that as like a downgrade.
That's what I would think. One of those can actually fly somewhere.
Is that it for you?
Give me a second. I can't cast 2 spells per turn.
Can't use 2 spell slots per turn.
Cannot. I'm talking to myself.
I know. I'm just clarifying it's spell slots.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my I use my action. Yeah.
All right, hit the button. Calogar.
Alright, I'm going to burst free of all of the snow around me and run.
It's dwarves popping out of the snow like daisies. Now, Fox, please tell me you understand that reference.
Your music has stopped, by the way.
It's playing again.
It's
for
going
me.
on my end, so I don't know what's going on. I've stopped it and started it and unlooped it and relooped it, and I've done everything I can on my side. If it's not working on your end, that sucks.
Just reload, buddy.
Yeah, refresh and click agree.
What reference is that? What dwarfs? Oh, is that Lord of
Mulan?
the Rings?
Mulan?
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Mulan.
Huns popping out of the snow like daisies?
oh, huh.
Obviously, I'm
I
not going to say.
didn't
He's
memorize
not a Hun!
I didn't memorize it.
Alright, I think I'm in range. Let me... Yeah, I'm good now. I'm going to spend the spell slot to get Ezekiel the hell out of there before he becomes this dragon's dinner.
Thank you, Caligar.
You want to fail that? You can just choose to
I'll auto fail that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to yeet a small little like brass orb flying into Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, I choose you.
I choose.
Actually, in this case, I think it's Ezekiel, return.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm
I
going
forgot
to
he does
pop
that.
him. Let's see. I'm gonna pop you hereabouts.
In Dwarvish, thank you, friend.
And crap, do I have a bonus action? I don't know. I don't remember.
You figure you guys would understand your characters after this long. It's not like we changed rules halfway through. Like, come on.
Oh, the dragon's slowed as well. Minus 10 feet movement.
Nifty.
That could help.
Okay.
Unless it has a flight speed of 90.
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can do at the moment.
So unless it has a flight speed of what?
9-0.
Close. 80.
You. No, that's not active. That's not active. That's not active. Okay, no, I don't have any bonus actions at the moment. So that is my turn. I'm going to stand here and look like a very angry dwarf.
Alright, Cardinal. For the record, the second dragon rolled a 1 on its initiative.
Poor buddy.
That's
At
good.
least now Ezekiel's out of danger. I'm gonna use my bonus action to switch a spell because somebody decided to pick a fight with fucking acidic dragons. I mean, poisonous dragons.
I didn't decide to pick a fight. I was trying to speak to them.
I should have let you
Is it
get
an
eaten.
action to summon your cannon?
Yes. That's why I can't do it yet.
I'm gonna switch out control water for Aura of Purity. And using my action, activate that.
What's that do?
Gives resistance. To poison damage and advantage on saving throws to end it. So a little bit of
Nice.
While
Okay.
we're in the aura.
while you're near me,
Yeah.
yes.
And other
But
stuff,
that is
You know,
I'm gonna
it
stay
may have been
there
a
for
smart
now.
idea for me to play with my deck of cards real quick and see if I could have given myself some buffs for the coming dragon fight. I did not think about that while I was
The
hiding in the
dragons are
snow.
flying in. I pull 5 cards.
too. I'm also 60 feet in the air.
Yep. Dragon flies. He's actually going to stay pretty close to the ground.
I put you there because I thought Bertrand would have been a blocker. From one hungry dragon to the other. So
Saw
this
that
means
coming.
that the situation's out of the frying pan into the skillet.
It's poison
So,
screw.
that is Cardinal and Zeke. I need a dexterity saving throw from you both.
At
Dexterity?
advantage.
Actually, no, sorry, that didn't change over for some reason. It should be a con save.
Still at
Constitution.
advantage, right?
To who?
Who would
Not
have
you,
it?
buddy. It's me and Zeke who are in range.
Are you sure you want a con save? I can
It
do
is con
dex.
save.
I can do dex.
It is con save. It's
Are you
just I
Are you
wanted them to look black because they're black, so I moved the poison from a green dragon over, and that didn't work out so well.
I mean, listen, if you want, I could make a dex save since it popped up dexterity and not.
Just fucking
Just roll the
do
con
it.
save.
I don't want to. Oh, thank God.
Thank me.
Why do you have disadvantage on?
Oh.
Reasons.
It's okay. After this, you'll have advantage. So flat.
Do you have evasion?
Nobody has evasion. We're not rogues.
So you both pass. You're taking half damage, and then you have resistance, so quarter damage. So instead of taking 49 damage, you're taking 12.
Hey,
Okay.
Ezekiel?
I am going to. Oh, I applied it to myself. Sorry.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, I am going to Misty escape again since I had my turn and I have my reaction back.
Yep.
Bum, 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 ba. Bum, ba, 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 ba. And we're gonna do a refreshing step.
Okay.
I'm gonna give myself 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, and Cardinal, you need a con save there.
Oh yeah.
Dragon's just looking down like, damn
Yeah,
it,
use
this
my
is some
inspiration
tricksy
for
food.
that.
Okay.
Smart.
They're like cockroaches, you just can't quite ever catch them.
Wait, can I use my channel divinity? Hold on a second. On a failed save. No.
Boy.
It's even worse. Well, at least the aura
Hang
helped
on.
you.
Hang on. I have to actually roll. Perfect. Great. I got 1 temporary hit point from my refreshing step. Thank you. Thank you. It's gonna make a difference, I swear.
Hey, on the display, it brought you from being red to orange, so that helps. That is it for the dragon.
That dragon.
For that dragon.
Oh no. I just realized something.
You're in a nice compact.
I went to the worst spot possible.
Or he's minus 10 feet.
He can't quite get to Tobias. So he's actually going to go for Bertrand.
God.
Good choice, because if you threw another fucking poison gas cloud at me,
Now, did he?
I would have held a grudge.
Takes
Is he
7
flying
damage
60
slashing.
feet in the air with me?
We can do the trigonometry.
Oh, do you want to do the math?
How far did he move in a straight line?
55 feet.
And so he can fly 70.
Yeah, I think he can get there.
I don't think it's an issue.
55 and 60. Yeah, he's probably getting right there.
Well, 93.5 feet to get there, and he can only move 80 or
Well,
70.
70 with the slow.
I don't think he can get there actually.
Okay. So, let's say it puts him
Yeah,
at 50.
Bertrand would be 81 feet away in a straight line diagonally.
Okay, so he's about 10 feet away.
Woo!
I don't know what you're happy about. That means he's just gonna breathe poison right in your face.
Oh no!
Suddenly things got worse. Things got worse.
Yeah, place a template. So yeah, a con save if you please. Okay.
Does a 31 pass?
You know, it's close, but I'll give it to you. And you are resistant. So you take a whopping 11 out of the 47 that I rolled.
Thank you.
Zeke.
Okay. I'm going to grab my, I've had my sword out. I'm going to wield it. And I'm just going to run up and smack the dragon. Do I have to be next to its wing or like right up on it?
It has a large hitbox, so at the 4 square.
Perfect.
If you scroll over, you should see its hitbox.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, these aren't like adults or anything. They're not huge yet. They're just.
Can I use my inspiration point on that?
Sure.
Mother of God, a 17 doesn't hit?
You just missed.
The dragon.
I'm
It's probably
gonna do guided strike. When you miss, I'm gonna use one channel divinity, give it a +10.
Okay, that hits.
Perfect. I am going to Eldritch Smite.
Nice.
Okay.
Which is under features. Right? Yeah. So, longsword does. That's 1d8 plus 5. And do you want me to roll this separately? I'm gonna do it all.
No,
as,
it's all it all works out the same.
I'm gonna do it all as force damage. So plus another 1d8 plus another 1d8 per level of the spell slot. It's a 4th level spell, so that would be 5d8. Correct?
Nice.
34 damage.
And it is knocked prone.
And it is knocked prone.
You can. Do you wish to knock the dragon prone?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, because it's large. Oh, yeah.
Well, that works against if it's huge or smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dragon is knocked prone.
Now, follow-up question. In the 2024 rules, is it you can't cast 2 leveled spells on a turn, or you can't expend 2 spell slots?
Can't expend 2 spell slots.
So if I have something that lets me cast a spell without expending a spell slot, I can do it.
Yes.
Cool. Misty Escape.
Run away!
And I'm going to... Can I do that one? I'm going to do a taunting step. DC
Okay.
16. Must succeed on a DC 16. It doesn't say what kind. I'm guessing it's... something?
Well, put it in. Let's...
Here, let me...
You just put yourself
Wisdom
in
saving
dragons.
throw. I can't click. It doesn't work like that under features. If it's not there. It just has the spell for Misty Escape.
Is it a 16?
16 wisdom.
It fails.
So it has disadvantage on attacks against any creatures other than me until the start of my next turn. Which basically means I'm making myself a shiny food platter. But hey.
Yep. Okay, is
The
that you?
shiny disappearing.
That is me. Sorry, let me click end turn.
And Tobias.
All right. Now, can I shoot then move, or I just can't break up the attacks, right?
Yeah, just can't break up the attacks. So you can move, then shoot twice, or shoot twice, then move. Doesn't matter.
All right, I'm going. Basically, I have to go after the first dragon, so I'm gonna keep shooting with the oath bow.
Nice.
There you
It's-
go.
This is gonna be good.
Which one are you targeting? The sister or
The
the
one
brother?
next to you.
Oh.
Nice.
Damn.
That's some good back-to-back damage between us, Tobias.
Yep. And then on top of that, I'm gonna put. Where is it? Enfeebling arrow. So he's got to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
DC 14, he passes.
Passes. Okay. And he also takes 9 necrotic.
Okay, he's starting to look a bit ragged. Yeah, he's not liking this.
All right, I'm gonna shoot again with the oath bow.
You don't crit on 19, do you?
No, I don't.
You should look into that.
All right, and then I'm going to use my piercer ability. Basically, lets me roll a D8 again, and he takes an extra 7 damage. So he takes an 8 on the damage die instead of a 1, so an extra 7 on top of that.
That, sir, is a dragon that is on death's door.
Ah, darn. There's nothing else I can do. Yeah, nothing else I can do. He's slowed.
Actually, one sec. When you rolled your crit, did you do an extra D8 on that? Because Piercer does an enhanced critical, where if you score a crit that deals piercing damage, you roll 1
Oh.
additional damage dice.
That's right. So here's
So,
Wouldn't
no.
it be,
Doesn't
wouldn't it
matter.
be a total of 8 and then on top of
Yes.
whatever you rolled?
So an extra 11 damage. How does it die?
at this point the oath bow is just stinging in my hands, and it's just vibrating, and the arrow just turns black as it reaches out in a straight line, no arc, no drop to the arrow, and just takes the dragon right in the back, right between the wings.
And you just watch. There's just sprays. Like, it comes out, just rips through the chest as well, and just blood all over the snow.
And you see Tobias is just joyful, and then he looks at the other dragon and goes, "Oh shit," and goes due north, 30 feet. That's my turn.
Yeah.
So, Bertrand.
Right.
There is 67 feet between you and the dragon.
I have an idea for that.
And the idea is Misty Step. Nice.
So what I'm gonna do is Misty Step as close as I can to the dragon.
Okay.
Move 5 feet where I'm above the dragon and just stop flying and drop. And I'll take the 6d6 damage with my sword coming down onto the dragon. Can I do that?
Yes. Yes, you can. You take 26 damage.
That's fair. How much?
2-6. And a voice mysteriously echoes through the glade going, "From the top rope!"
So it's prone and I get advantage.
Yes. Yep.
I'm also going to pump in a level 2 Divine Smite.
Okay.
Actually, a
Just
level
do-
1.
Just do it all in the one roll. You need to add an extra dice in there.
Right, because of the sword.
Because of the sword, yes.
So the Divine Smite.
20 total.
Yeah.
You shall die. Whee!
you see a little owl fly, or Misty Step fly, and just all of a sudden just stop, rocket down.
So that misses. And I want you to roll a charisma save for me.
For
Your sword.
that's at the end of the combat.
Each time
encounter.
you deal radiant damage.
Dun dun dun.
Which one is it?
Lust for perfection.
after every combat in which you deal radiant. Technically, we're still in combat.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. Small letters, hard to read.
Yeah. I made sure I read it at least several times.
Okay. I mean, I only read it twice and then I gave it to you, so.
Alright. Seeing how quickly we dispatched that first one, I'm not very inclined to use my freebie to bring out my cannon. I'm just gonna go ahead and start getting this dragon ready for eating by cooking it.
Of course you are.
That is very senshi of you. I respect
No.
it.
It's very shock of him to do.
It's not demure, not very mindful.
It is mindful. I'm just trying to pre-cook it. Aw, crappy roll. But you
Can
have
we
to make
eat
a
poison
DC
dragons?
8 dex save, or you take
Oh,
4.
it fails.
Then you
We'll
take a
find out.
whopping 4 damage.
Arg, it burns.
Yeah, I don't
Cardinal?
put out big fancy numbers. I'm just here to be annoying.
I would like to put out big fancy numbers. I shall try. I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay.
With my sensor. Situational bonus. No. It's advantage because it's prone.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I will do extra attack because I'm a war priest and I can do that. Let's see. I try again. Wow.
Nope.
I use my reaction to add a 10 to that.
Yeah, okay, that hits.
Okay. I'll remove the reaction later, but let me do the damage, and I get a situational bonus of the 1d8 from the sensor plus the 1d8 that I have for Divine Strike.
Okay.
It's missing a d8. That's rude. Nope, that's correct. Okay.
Yeah, you got the sensor plus the D8 plus the extra. Yeah, we're good. Okay. That swing comes in and you crack some scales. You start to see blood leaking down the chest.
I'm gonna take a step to the side. And that's my action, bonus action. Yeah.
I need to add a D8 to my cantrip real quick. I forgot.
Yeah, go ahead. It does not get its breath back.
So it takes another 3.
It's going to stand up.
I'm still
And-
writing it. I'm on its
Bertrand's
back.
just holding on to his impaled sword in his back.
It's going for Cardinal.
Disadvantage.
I know.
Just making sure.
With
I'm-
the bite.
Taunting it.
An 18 down to a 3, so that missed. The first claw.
You're
Now-
welcome.
Question: wouldn't the dragon, also get disadvantage from my sap ability with the longsword?
It doesn't stack either.
It's disadvantage is disadvantage.
Yeah.
triple disadvantage.
A 20 is going to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I will silvery barbs.
You motherfucker.
I told you, I'm not here for big numbers. I'm here to be annoying.
It's the one spell I hate.
Nope, that missed. Okay.
As I take my
And the
satisfaction
second
from his
claw
biscuit.
attack. Uh, 19's gonna hit that time. Who's getting the advantage from silvery barbs?
I'll give it to Cardinal since it seems like she's about to need it.
Okay. She takes 11 damage.
Okay,
Zeke?
but I'll take the advantage.
Okay. I am going to move back. And 2 Eldritch Blasts.
$23 hits.
Max out the damage die. Nice. And second Eldritch Blast. That does not hit.
That does not hit. No.
Oh, we don't have that. And, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay.
Question: does it take more damage when it stays in the fire?
Yeah, if it ends its turn there.
Oh, I didn't even see the fire. Yep. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it makes another DC 17.
It's just so angry that you killed its brother. What are we looking at? Dex?
Yep.
It passes.
Okay, and so it takes half of 13.
5,
That's not it's not 5. That'd
6.
6.
Sorry.
be 6.
Okay. Tobias.
Tobias puts the oath bow. It's still thrumming on his back. He takes out his original longbow, and he takes a shot at the remaining dragon.
Wait a
Can't you
minute.
use
Does
the
the
other one
oath
on
have
any
a
target?
thing where you can't take another weapon, or is that just me dreaming?
If my
If
enemy
you,
that I declare is still alive, then I get disadvantage on any other target and any other weapon. But once he's dead, then it's clear.
Gotcha.
Oof.
15. And then
See, you should really invest on critting on 19s.
But then he does that and he just starts rolling 18s.
16 damage, and then I'm going to put. I'm going to do Feebling Arrow on that. So DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
He passes.
Easy, kitty. Sorry, the cat went for my throat for no reason.
Reminding you that
An extra 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take another shot with the longbow.
the kitty didn't go after you for no reason. The kitty was just role playing the dragon.
Sure.
22 hits.
And I'm going to do Piercer again.
Put out some serious damage.
So an extra 3 damage on top of that.
4.
Well, 1 to 4, so an extra 3.
Okay.
And that's everything I can do. I'm gonna back up a little bit more.
It's very
Yes, I
elvish
can.
of you running away.
How far am I? 60 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna back up more. And
They have a
the
long
dragon,
one. Give me 500.
the dragon is slowed.
Okay.
Minus 10 feet.
I have a feeling the dragon's not going to live, so to make a difference.
Would I be considered having advantage with Cardinal next to it?
From where you are,
Technically on it?
well, you can't actually be on it, so you're like here. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 2 swipes with my sword of Whisper Radiance. And I'm gonna pump in a Divine Smite at first level.
Before the smite you left at that death's door. How do you kill it?
As I am chopping away at its back, I bring up my sword and just chop its whole head off with divine energy, blowing the head towards Ezekiel.
Where is
He's right beside you.
Caligar runs intersection with the bag of holding?
So there's a burst of light, and the head just like gets blasted off. So it goes about like 10 feet, and then like just kind of rolls through the snow, and stops about halfway to Ezekiel. The eyes are just like staring off into space. The tongue just like lolls out into the snow, and just the blood is like steaming as it melts the snow.
Oof. I pass.
Do they have decent horns?
I have a decent bonus for my charisma, so
Yeah,
I would hope so.
plus 10.
10.
Yeah, it's the wisdom save one is what I actually expect you to fail every now and then.
I look at
Come on,
Nassar's
you can get in
lifeless
that one.
eyes and I say, Nassar, we could have been such great friends.
I immediately walk over and start trying to hack off its horns. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna head
Ezekiel's
to
having
the.
this tender moment. I'm like, nah.
I help Calgar.
Or whoever is going to skin the dragons for its scales and teeth.
I'm gonna head to the original dragon, take out the murder blade, the murder dagger, start skinning it.
Okay, so you're working on that dragon on your own?
Well, if anyone wants to come over, I'm not gonna stop them, but
I'm currently
I
working
can
on Osar.
I'll help him.
Okay.
Because then
So
Bertrand's helping, so.
yeah, so both of you just roll with advantage then. Survival.
Quick question, Bertrand. What is your survival?
Plus 4.
Shoot.
Yours is better. I will give you advantage.
I totally
now,
had...
if I were to roll the inspiration, do I roll with advantage again, or just roll one of them again?
Roll 1 dice.
I'm gonna spend the inspiration.
Yeah, Alright, so me and Bertrand came up with a 19, and Bias and Cardinal came up with a 16.
He's gonna.
He hasn't rolled that.
Oh, yeah,
Tobias.
he's doing a thing. He's doing a thing, yeah.
I guidance him.
Okay, so roll another
Roll-
d4.
So that's a 20.
So
Come on,
20.
buddy.
Okay.
19
Yeah, we
and a
gotta
20.
beat him.
That was a shitty roll.
You know, you could use your own inspiration to re-roll it.
While they're doing this, I'm gonna take a minute to give myself back a one spell slot with what's it called? Magical Cunning.
Okay. Yeah, that's more
Boy,
appropriate
I
for the
like
roll.
this music.
Yeah, this one is Children of the Forest on Fantasy Plus, which is, I think we said we need to talk about this. It's entirely copyright free.
Yeah, all of our music is.
Yeah,
Yes.
because Monument Studios is fantastic and well worth the price. Okay, so Tobias, you wind up being able to extract about 35 teeth, and 50 scales are still in usable shape.
Somebody typing this out.
I'm writing it down. Now, above the table are young dragon scales worth less than old dragon scales?
They're smaller, so I would assume so, yeah.
So
Okay.
on your notes, I would write young dragon scales.
Yeah.
Did you put that full dragon head in your bag?
Do you have room for a full dragon head in your bag?
It's
I
a
don't know if
young
we have the
dragon
room
head.
for the full head.
How much? How much
Because we
does a
still have
dragon
all
head
the other
weigh?
crap. Yeah, but we still have all the other crap because you guys didn't want to sell it.
Not
It's not so much weight as it is size, right?
dragon.
Like, because I think like the amount of space that's in that bag is effectively a 4-foot cube.
You know what we need to get is a portable hole.
Yeah,
Then
we
we
don't
could
have
be
one.
able to do the whole body bits.
Or is it 8 feet?
Bag of holding.
No, the bag of holding has like a 2-foot wide opening. That's the hardest part about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it has to fit through the opening in
Yeah.
the bag because the inside is bigger than the outside, and it's like 50 cubic feet inside.
64 cubic feet, which is a
Yeah.
4-foot cube.
Right. But it's like
It's
in
a
the
4-foot cube with a 2-foot opening.
yeah.
Yeah.
If
So-
I nod,
So there's just not enough room
let's
in
get
our
the
bag
math.
currently.
Yeah,
for
you're not getting the head in there.
It's full of everything else. That's why I just went for the horns and scales and stuff.
So Bertrand, you guys with the other dragon, you're getting 20 teeth and about 35 scales.
How about a dragon's heart?
Sure, but it's
Roll
gonna,
another
like,
survival.
okay.
That's gonna take you a while to get to.
I know.
Yeah, because that's. I mean, maybe you could go after the one that Tobias shot a hole through. I don't know if that would get you closer to the heart or not, or if you just blasted through it.
Well, there is that gaping hole in his chest, and you go in to roughly where you believe
I am
dragons-
tiny too.
it's not like you're small compared to something large.
I
Like
know,
you're not being able to crawl inside it.
I made you
Um,
think about it.
Come on.
Yeah, you made me think about it.
Wait, we can't do the tauntaun scene?
But you're reaching in and like you're just getting like the blood is just like running down your body at this point. And you get to where you assume the heart would be, and you pull out a piece of it. It's It's about as big as your hand and just looks like it's a chunk of meat.
Not a full heart.
No, because the arrow fucking exploded it.
I was going for the one that we were working on.
Okay.
Oh, that's gonna take a long time because
I know. We probably have time.
That's gonna.
And you hear the roar of a
Like,
hydra in the distance.
if you start hacking into it. Let's see.
You gotta
I'm
go.
gonna clean up and take a little short rest.
It takes
Just
a
to, you know,
while to
freshen
get
up.
to the heart, even on like a deer.
I'm aware. I've gone hunting.
You're looking at 10 hours
Never mind.
because you're gonna have to get through the scales and the hide and the muscle and the skeletal structure. Like, you don't have butcher's tools with you to do it.
Too bad I don't have a
And
lightsaber.
I could make tools, whatever tools we needed, but I don't think any of us have the actual experience. I mean, I can proficient with whatever tool I transform my thing into,
Yeah, if you were
but
to make your
that's
tools
not
into
backed up
like
by.
to go for skinning and like to harvest organs, you'd cut the time from like 10 hours down to like 8.
Yeah, because I'm not a butcher. I have the tools, I know how to use them, but
Well, do we get a short rest before we head on our way?
I think that would be.
For those of you that have not participated in the skinning and the harvesting, sure.
Woo!
At all. I took a short rest after they started hacking. No, we're taking a. Oh, it takes an hour.
No, if you didn't participate in the skinning, which you didn't, you get a short rest.
Okay.
Fox, you're good. I know it's 3 a.m. brain is hard. You're good.
It's 5:30 actually.
6 and 4
See?
is
Right,
10.
yeah, you start at
where's your
3.
yeah. Where's your beer hat of cold brew?
Oh my
Getting
god.
somewhere.
Please let me roll good on a hit dice. Oh
No,
my.
I don't have any of that. I just have this.
I would bust open the bottle of vodka that I have sitting on my cabinet, but I have class at 8:30, so no.
One shot. Yes,
Cool.
don't bake in the
Cool.
morning.
It takes all my hit dice, and I'm still not back to full. Because I rolled terribly.
Get your ass over here.
No, I'm like close enough. It doesn't matter. I'm 2 HP away from full.
Okay.
I mean, there
Glass
is a
cleans all the
chalice.
blood off without a scratch
Yeah,
on him.
we got a new chalice that you can drink from to top off.
I look at no, I'm good. I look at I pat Caligar on the back and I go, it's the kind of stuff they write stories about, right?
Usually they're a wee bit bigger,
Well,
but we're on the right track.
make sure you tell everybody when it happens that Ezekial von Mildenstein stared 2 dragons down in the face and wasn't scared.
Well, the first part is true, I'm sure. The second part, I like peek around behind him and check his trousers.
Roll perception.
Bro, to see
Natural
shit his
20.
pants. Dude.
Well, Zeke, did you shit yourself?
I did not. That's just covered in blood.
So
So
Onward?
So does
Can't
that
keep
mean
heading
that
down the
you
river.
actually
Yeah.
shot yourself to the point you shat blood, or
Oh, no. I was just
you
got
somehow
fucked up
sat
by
down
that.
in something?
I just got fucked up by that first dragon attack and then not so fucked up, but yeah, that poison breath wasn't good either.
So what? That first one like tried to go for a side bite and just got a bunch
Oh yeah,
ass?
like puncture wounds in my chest, and it's just like been pouring blood down onto my pants.
Mm-hmm. except your chest is on your front. Your ass is on your back.
DM, I want to insight check Ezekiel. Because I just noticed he keeps saying his name a lot. Like, in a really weird way. Like, make sure Ezekiel von Mildenstein is the one who did this. Like, why is he obsessed? What's up?
You do find it odd.
That he was possessed.
Okay. I don't know
It
about that. I was like,
I'd
why
say
is he obsessed with saying his name every time? Like,
In third person.
He's now a Khajiit.
let me do this. Let's actually drop down for a second.
Whispers.
Do you want it on
Spy.
recording?
No.
He's already.
Okay.
Oh,
When the moon can't sing
No.
that rest of that song because we don't want to get copyright struck
Copyright
on Twitch
issue.
TV.
Yes.
Guys,
So when did
That Oathmo
Ezekiel
is
become a
cool.
Khajiit?
it's not a Khajiit. I just want to make sure that people understand that I'm important.
Mm-hmm.
What is that fiend demon? Is it a Roshaka? No.
Rakshasa.
Yeah. Those could turn into others.
Yeah, but they can't change the hands.
No, they could totally morph into the person.
It's still me. I'm still me. Obviously. Look at me.
Cardinal looks pissed.
She's thinking.
That's the contemplating face.
Yeah.
I'm going to start perfecting my story as to how I face down 2 dragons.
She's writing notes.
I don't know what she'd write notes about.
Yep. Now she's thinking, yep, he screwed up again.
I don't screw up. We have happy
this
little
game.
accidents,
They're
like
just-
Bob Ross
happy
used to
little
say.
accidents.
Just happy little accidents.
Cardinal, I want you to do a favor for me. If you could roll a wisdom save.
ooh, okay. Wisdom saving throw.
I didn't do it.
A save?
Mm-hmm.
A
Damn!
31.
You think that's high enough?
Hold on. You have advantage from silvery barbs because it's been within a minute.
No, we took
Get
a
that
whole
nat
long
20.
rest at this point.
We took a long rest.
Or a short rest, sorry. An hour.
Short.
Shush.
Well, she's also in my aura.
So while you guys are dealing with the dragons and the aftermath and all that, Cardinal, you feel like there's a presence just over your shoulder that's watching you, and it's trying to get a bead on your location, and it's just not quite able to latch. And after a minute, you hear a very familiar elvish voice in your head, just sounds so exasperated. It goes, I'm trying to scry to find out where you are. Lower your guard.
You should have just started with that. Who was it? Was it?
I was
Here.
the lore master.
That was the one
Karanath.
master that. Yeah. He's trying to figure out where to go so he, to send the ship. You're like, because they had this. Oh!
My mind.
You
mind
chose
is
the
over.
wrong motherfucking cleric.
Okay, so then, yeah, after you guys pick up from here, continue on your journey towards the coast. That's pretty much like a good place to call it for tonight since we only got like 15 more minutes left. You're all gonna get a long rest in because it only takes like another day to get to the coast.
Okay. Um,
Another
How do
full
I
day, so we're getting picked up on like a second day.
Yeah.
We still got to wait for the pickup.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
getting to the coast.
Yeah, they don't even know where we are yet.
Cool. I'm gonna give that. Well, we'll deal with that inspiration next time.
They do. He scryed on us. Well, he tried to.
Once he got through, like you're lowering your guard and you're feeling like now you're paying attention. You're seeing like you can actually almost feel where that scrying eye is, and it's clear as looking around and getting a fix on your location. But we'll deal with all
I
of that
just give
next
him
time.
a little. I'll give him a little wave.
All those hit
Ah.
dice rolled for nothing.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that. Can't
at
take
the
any
end of
choice
our-
chances.
At
True.
the end of our long rest, I would like to swap out a wizard cantrip. How do I actually do so in Foundry?
Hey, Calgar, I don't suppose I could pull a couple cards from your deck?
Let me double check if you have to attune to it.
I don't think
I
you
don't
did.
think so. I don't think you have to, but I just want to double check. No. Yeah, there's no attunement for it. So yeah, I'll take out the deck and I'll just fan out the 13 cards. So how this works is it's like the deck of many things. You call out however many you want to count and you want to take, then you take them, and then we read what happens.
I pulled 3.
Pick a card, any card.
3. All right. So you get.
Is it shuffled?
I did shuffle it, so it should be.
Oh, I need
Three.
to take away my temporary hit point.
We have End, Dawn, and Mischief.
What?
End is hilarious because you have a 2d10 reduction to your maximum HP
Oh,
for one full day or until your next long rest.
so it's -2 what?
Your hit points drop by 17 until you finish the
Ouch.
long rest. Yeah.
Buddy.
Dawn.
For 8 hours, you can add your proficiency bonus to your initiative. And Mischief, he receives an uncommon wondrous item.
Ow. Does that disappear?
It'll
That's
on your long
hilarious.
rest it'll disappear, but depending on what it is, if you so choose, you can keep the magic item, but the card is gone forever.
If
Oh.
you keep it, like this will be very dependent on what it is, if I let you keep it or not. Because otherwise, I lose out on never getting a magic item.
You
Oh,
get to
that's
decide the
hilarious.
magic item, or is Richter
No, the DM
deciding?
chooses
What was the HP?
You lose that,
17.
but
It's
you
not a
get
big
your
deal.
long rest and you get it back. So like,
The only one that stuck was Mischief, because he's gonna have to look through the wondrous item list,
yeah.
specifically the uncommon wondrous item list, and then choose something.
And I wish there was an easy way to look. And I know Fox is gonna say whatever you freaking call it.
Nope, don't say it on stream.
Yeah. That's why I didn't say it because I don't know about it. I forget its name already.
But yeah, and
I'll
then
send you some
there is
suggestions later.
My secret method.
My secret method too.
Yeah, I just always forget to open up my chat with Fox and install it myself.
how do you add a spell again?
Just tell me what you want to switch to, and I'll switch it.
All right, I got rid of Booming Blade, and I'm trying to get Vengeful Blade because it is a wizard cantrip.
You're taking
Okay.
away Booming Blade?
Because Vengeful Blade is basically the same thing but better.
Yeah, Vengeful Blade is if they
Booming-
attack or cast a spell. Booming Blade, they have to move.
I know.
But besides that, Booming Blade is thunder damage, and Vengeful Blade is necrotic.
I know. I'm just giving you shit because you're always the same.
Oh, I mean, it's a great thing to have, but Vengeful Blade's just so much better because it's so much easier
He's
to trigger.
upgrading. This is good.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
Azrael. At some
Yes.
point during our day of travel, I'd like to summon Toot Toot and
Okay.
recount to him the epic adventure of how I, Ezekiel von Mildenstein, stared down 2 dragons.
Okay. He pops into existence. Explain your story. I want to hear you say this because this is gonna be fucking great.
So I saw this dragon flying in the sky, and I thinks to myself, that dragon should be my friend. So I call out to it. Unfortunately, wasn't interested in being my friend, so had to razzle dazzle up the old crew here, and they landed on either side of me. And while everybody else fucked off in the woods, I fought them, and they're both dead.
You didn't fight it alone.
No, they pitched in eventually, but they all hid. Whereas I, being the amazing, worker that I am here in furthering the cause,
Why
stood
do
my
you-
ground against 2 dragons.
You seem different.
Toot just kind of like stares at you for a second and leans close and goes, "So, do you want me to share this with the queen?
Yes.
Toot toot.
Are you sure?"
He seems more
100%.
arrogant of an asshole.
Toot
Oh,
toot.
okay. So
Could I have your ear for a second after whatever this is?
you can have it right now if you ask nicely.
He takes off his
Please.
ear and throws it at you.
Mr. Potato Head.
What would you like?
Just a quick chat. Ezekiel, excuse us.
This is my familiar. Okay,
Yeah,
go for it.
He's like,
Go
"Yeah,
off
but
wherever
you know what?
you want to go.
She asked nicely, so I'm gonna go with her
Perfect.
because I think she might have something important to tell me that maybe you're not sharing all the information I need."
Perfect. I sit down.
Okay.
And bonus action, Gaze of 2 Minds. I'm going to listen and watch through Toot Toot's eyes.
So Tutu comes over, and goes, "You know he's listening to this, right?"
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Typical. Let's just say I've noticed certain party members acting a little bit strangely. Curses are not my specialty, I was asking for a little advice, honestly. As you're familiar with the arcane, right? Would maybe the elves and Ulthuan be able to help us with that, do you think?
Well, I'm sure the elves would be able to, at least figure out what's going on. What are you suspicious about, though? I mean, obviously, he's lost his fucking mind.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that he wants me to tell the
Marvelous.
queen that he did the most inanely stupid thing he could possibly do with her power and stand out in front of 2 dragons on his own.
I was close by, don't worry.
Yeah, but it's also how she's gonna interpret it. Like, obviously the
Yeah,
dragons
it's
are
not
dead,
gonna
so
end
he
well.
didn't fail, which was like her big sticking point, which she made sure I was well aware of that. But I don't think unless like it's showing an increase in his power, which she might appreciate as well. But then at the same time, like he's kind of squandering it by being like so arrogant to be like, I can take on 2 dragons on my own.
Maybe just let her know that we kind of fought Slanesh and then we encountered 2 dragons. And let's keep everything else a little, don't worry about the details. Not word for word,
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
Ah, shit. Well, I tried.
Because I hate to break it to you, she's a little more powerful than you are.
I mean, I don't doubt it, clearly. But, I tried. I tried saving his ass.
Yeah, talk to the elves. I'm sure they can figure something out. Or, then again, they just don't have the skills they used to.
Mm.
Like, I had a friend that was there when Anarian was kicking demon ass from coast to coast, and man, I tell you, those were elves. These, basically impersonators.
It's a good thing we have a little in with you then, just in case it proves to be stronger than they might handle.
Well, of course, you need the most powerful creature in existence on your side, and that is not me, but I know who is. So, I got you.
Hey, get you, dude. Ezekiel.
I stop gazing through his senses and say, "All right, toot toot, that's enough." Clap my hands, and he goes away.
So as you like come out of it, Caligar is standing in front of you, just like painting little doodles across your face.
War
He
paint.
deserves that.
War paint. Also, I'm wearing
Permanent marker.
wearing a helm.
Yeah, but you're
Shielding.
like deaf and blind while you're looking through his
Yes, but you're
senses.
drawing on my helm. You're not
Exactly.
drawing on me.
Why would I pick
Even
it up?
better.
Put it back down.
That's all I had.
Okay. Bertrand.
No.
Oh, too bad. Um, after you finished your fight, you would have felt like that final blow that took the head off the dragon. You felt this tingling sensation that goes up your sword arm, and initially feels uncomfortable, but then it almost like builds into like the sense of euphoria, and you hear a voice in your head going, "Oh, exquisite, more. I want more."
That can possibly be arranged.
Please do not hold yourself back. And that's it.
Again, we know nothing.
You are not hearing this, yes.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
no, they're just,
table?
we know nothing.
Under the
I
table,
said
or
that-
over the table? I am uncomfortable.
I said that in my mind, not out loud.
That voice is amazing.
Okay, yeah. So is there anything else you guys want to quickly cover before we call it for the night? Or are we good?
We could do that one item
Yeah,
post show.
I'll have to
Yeah,
figure
no,
it out because
he
like
has to look through a list.
yeah,
Because
because
there's
D&D
a
Beyond,
sizable
there's
list.
you can sort through by weapon type, armor type, conditions, all that. You can't just look for wondrous item.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll send you a link. Don't worry.
Thanks. Okay, well, in that case, I think we are all good for tonight. So, yeah, I'm gonna go bring a child to bed that should have been in bed and asleep many hours ago, but decides that she does not like sleep and wants to be a little terrorist.
Honestly,
There you
kid,
go.
same.
Yep. Same.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next week, same time, same place. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.